So, it is now day 95, ladies and gentlemen, and, well, there was a lot of things that happened last night, and I don't, kind of a bit like with what happened with this, there's a lot I want to be able to talk about. The problem, however, is that, well, let me put it, I'm just going to have to come out and say it. The continuation begins tonight. You may have heard over the last couple of videos, whether it's where I do stuff like this or on my shorts, is that we don't really want to hang around until like the beginning of the month, halfway through a month, to start kicking things into high gear. We sort of move ahead of the times immediately, and we get a head start on things. And today is, well, no exception to the rule. You see, even though, again, I was on a late night shift last night, and I think I had about, in total, maybe about 5 hours of sleep, I still managed to do a bit of editing, do it here and there, do a bit of maintenance work over there, went to the gym to resume training, and, well, after we're done with all this, videos are going to be made and then edited, and then more videos are going to be made again after that. So really, things are continuing just as much as before. However, it was because of what happened last night that kind of made me realize that things are moving ahead really, really, almost, I think we're now at the stage now where this is the right moment to continue and to go even better. And it's also becoming a bit more apparent that actually, as I stand here and as the days roll by, I think people are starting to come around to the idea about who I really am and what I'm really all about. And that isn't just going to stop just because people stop noticing it. And this is what I've been talking about for weeks, about, despite people arguing about that I talk about nothing, that I say nothing, and that I do nothing, the reality that I live in, however, is that we are going from strength to strength. We are working as before, and little by little, it's starting to be showcased to the world about exactly what I can do and what I've managed to achieve completely off my own back, fueled by, or spurred on mostly by memories of success, memories of failure, and the memories of what is very genuine appraisal and stuff like that. The sort of things that do stick in your memory because it holds a significant place in terms of, well, you've got to be doing something right. And I think that's what people are coming round to, is the idea that actually, I think I may have got something right with this after all. And then, well, here's the thing. That is just the beginning. Because even if we were to, like, let's say, live in a world where one person understood what I was doing and understood that it was having effects, it doesn't take long, it doesn't take very long at all, for 2 people to catch on, and then 4, and then 8, and then 16, and then 32, and then 64, then 124, then 248. And all of a sudden, it starts spreading like wildfire. And I think that's what, from day 100 to day 200, is sort of going to be like. We've already made a small name for ourselves. So therefore, that name has got to be spread further. And how exactly can we do this? By becoming even more successful at what we do. But how are we going to do that? Well, that's why we have to start right now. Because as soon as we hit the grounds running, we can still formulate an idea about what's the correct course of action, what works, what doesn't work, and moreover, what else have we not tried? There are loads of ways to success in this world of ours, and guess what? Wrong, it might be wrong formula, right answer, and The only thing I can think I could do at this stage is to carry on working as before, except there may be a few other things I want to be able to add. It's not exactly going to be as easy as perhaps maybe I've made it out to be, but the facts are this: things are going well, and we are now 23,600 quid away from getting to Las Vegas. And people at work, like the much higher ups, are starting to take notice about exactly what I can do, and just sort of, well, the impact of what I can do has. So therefore, we have to capitalize on all of this. And if that sounds like a good start, it's because, well, a good start means nothing without a great finish, because it's not about how we start this, it's how we're going to finish. And suddenly it becomes a little less clear because we still have just over 900 days, not only to finish strong, but to also but what exactly would a great finish to this look like? In an ideal world, a great finish would be promoted to almost like a managerial position, but that might not happen for a while. But thankfully, we do have a bit of time on our hands. So therefore, we should get started immediately. And with all that being said and done, I'll see all of you guys again next time. Thank you.